I am the disabled guy with the disabled life. That podcast is going to be about disabled issues and other things that interest me and others from the disabled community. I did this so that people understand what we go through in life and what we do, because a lot of what we do, it is interesting. I am also going to talk a little bit about ADA and things of that nature. It's something that's very important to me and something that I learned a lot about when I did an episode. I'm going to talk more about it. Okay. This podcast, it's going to come out at 10 p.m. Saturday and Wednesday. So, at so that's when that's when I think most people listen. Most people listen at night or have the episodes there for during for the daytime. So stop this. Stop. I'm going to talk now today a little bit about personal stress and how I handle such a thing. Some stresses are harder than others. Some stresses, like for example, let's say you have an argument with your mom, dad, or girlfriend or something like that, or your wife. But okay, that is a normal stress. That is a stress that you can handle within minutes. It's fine. But there are other things like people being sick, etc. It's more difficult to simulate. It's more difficult to deal with. The more the more thought process goes behind something like that. It's harder, at least for me. The more thought process, it's harder to simulate. The more thinking, it's. But the way I handle stress is I just cope with it. There's nothing I can do. I talk to people. I talk to people. I do, let it out. I talk about my thoughts and things of that nature, so that each person has a different way of coping. That's how I cope with it. I talk about it and talk to my friends. I talk to if a person I want to talk to is not close to me, I will text them and I will chat with them about what is going on. But it's something that each person deals with differently. For example, some people want to be alone. I don't like to be alone when I'm handling all that. It's not something that I want to do. But that's how I cope with stress. Stresses are sometimes, but it depends on what the stress is also. Another type of stress I want to talk about is when you're going to the hospital for surgery or something. That's a stressful because you don't expect that. You expect that, but you worry about it. Another type of stress that I've had in my life is I've lost two pets as an adult. One, we knew it was going to happen because we put him down intentionally. That was a little dog that we had a Shih Tzu for a long time. Another one happened with a cat. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen it. It's a black cat. It got septic, and he was fighting and things. It got septic. So that one was unexpected. We took him to the vet, and then we received a phone call telling us what they were going to do, what we wanted them to do. It was going to be too expensive to continue treatment, so we chose the most humane thing to do was put him down. But yes, those things are hard. They're stressful, and when it comes to putting down the Shih Tzu, the thing was, the stress was different because what happened was, we scheduled a euthanasia, so that one we knew, and those are hard but All of these things are hard. All of these things are hard. It's something that we as adults and even young adults as teenagers deal with when we have these things going on in our life. It's stressful, but here we are. We deal with it. So that's why I'm here talking about stress today, because this topic has resonated with me because we've had it. We've had that go on, and it's been it's been it's I've had a couple of stresses, and it's been a hard 3 days. It's been a hard couple of days for me, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better. It's just hard. It's hard, having stressors, family stressors, and things go on that we're not used to. But it depends. It also depends. I'll give you an example. When I had my grandmother pass away, she was in sick. It was a different type of stress because in that environment, I was handling sorry for bumping that mic. I was handling the the hospice reports because my mom was working and whatever. But still, it's a different stress. It's a different stress because it's a different thing, and it's coming, so you prepare. But still, it's a stressor that mm, I don't know. I can't tell you what others felt, but when I used to get off that phone call with the hospice care, that was years ago. I'll say it's not now. That was years ago. It's not now. Something else is on. So but I'm just using that as an example of how I cope with it. And I I had a friend that she was a hospice care worker, and we talked about that. So it's something that I know that as we get older, as I became an adult, I started to handle things like that. With that, thank you for listening, and I don't believe I'm gonna have I'm planning on break unless I